pray, please. Lord, we were handed a wonderful country by our moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas. I just pray, Lord, that you would help us to hand out a wonderful country to our kids and grandkids. We're so thankful for so many people that came out tonight, Lord. We take this seriously. Our country has got issues. We're here to try to help solve them, and we just pray, Lord, that you'll guide our thinking tonight, our decision making. Take care of folks as they head home tonight, protect them and keep them safe, Lord. And I just also am so grateful for all of our candidates who stepped out and tried to make a difference. And please protect them as well as they go on their campaigns. Bless this time together, Lord, we ask in Jesus' precious and holy name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pete. Please join me in pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. I'd like to thank all of the volunteers we had tonight. Of all, in years with better weather, we had some that couldn't make it, but everybody showed up. We have a number of Republican candidates on our ballot tonight, as you're well aware. And we have someone that is going to speak or read a document on their behalf. And we'll proceed along with that at this point. We will go through the presidential candidates first, and we'll do them in alphabetical order. Here to speak on behalf of Ryan Binkley is Nathan Camp.
How is everybody? I am from Georgia. This is the coldest I've ever been in my life. So I really love my friend Ryan. I am here just to ask for your vote for Ryan Binkley. Ryan, many of you may or may not know Ryan. I've known him for 20 years. Ryan is a CEO and a pastor. He's a very unique guy. And I've watched him throughout his life. I've had a real front row seat to his life. I watched him get married. I watched the way he leads his family. It's inspiring. He's a guy who loves his wife, has 5 kids. I've watched him grow his business. He's a businessman in Texas and has done a phenomenal job doing some really creative things like creating a budget, balancing a budget, and sticking with the budget. That's a pretty good thing. And then I've watched him, he started a church. Doing everything else he was doing, he felt like, I need to bring hope and healing to my city. He started a church from nothing. It's going today. And then I had this opportunity sitting in a room where he said, I want to tell you what's on my heart. I love my country. I feel like I'm supposed to go all in on this thing. And I feel like I'm supposed to run for the presidency. And, you know, we all have a friend or two that says things like that. But when Ryan said that, something went off in my heart that said, this feels right. Like, this is the type of guy that, as an American, this is the type of guy I want to lead my country. And I said, however I can help. And I've watched him develop a plan, release a plan. If you go to binkley2024.com, you can see that. His Rescue America plan deals with our debt crisis in an amazing way. Within 7 years, we start paying that thing down. When I look at what he wants to do with border security, when I see what he wants to do in the fentanyl crisis and the human trafficking, when I see his strength on foreign policy, that's what I want. That's what I want for him. And a poll came out today and said 30% of people in Iowa who are getting ready to vote, they don't know him. So here's what I would say to you. Sometimes the character...
You're my wife, too. All right.
Good move. That's all.
Put him in his place.
Now, I would like to nominate Norm Zazowski to be the permanent secretary for tonight.
Second it.
Any other nominations? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. You're elected.
That's easy.
Yes, you're unanimous. I wasn't. All right. Now, oh, yeah. Before you get away, the Republican Party wants me to pass around the Lincoln bag. Christine, you got some money for me? And this is all paid for by the Republican Party, and it stays in Johnson County, it doesn't go to Des Moines, so.
Oh, he's gonna make it carry.
Yeah, make me carry it up and down, yeah.
You've been nominated.
Yeah, I have been. Okay. Now, before we get to vote, we're going to get the opportunity to listen to people talk for each of the presidential candidates. So let's see. Anyone from Binkley? Anyone from Christie?
He dropped out.
I noticed that. Okay. Anyone from DeSantis? If you want to come up here and start talking.
Let's just start talking.
Just start talking. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me start just thanking everybody for being here, as I know we all appreciate that. It seems like once every 4 years, the national media is surprised that it's cold in Iowa in January, but we knew that there would be a great turnout. And I don't know of a better way to spend a Monday evening in January that is more American than what we're doing right here. And so I thank you all for participating in that. I want to take just a quick minute to tell you who I am, because I just moved to this part of Johnson County in the last few years. But my name is Tom Gibson, and I've lived in Iowa since 2009. I've been married to my wife, Emily, who's here for nearly 22 years. And we have 7 children ranging from 20 years old to 18 months. And just to remind me of how old I am, our middle daughter, Muriel, who is also here caucusing for the first time, will turn 18 in October. She let me know that our youngest daughter will graduate high school in 2040, to which I will be 61 years old. And so my retirement and her wedding reception are the same dinner. That's the way we're planning that. And not that it matters, because they're all our children. Our oldest 4 are ours biologically, and then we've adopted 3 through the state. And we've had over 15 children in our home through foster care, and we've been privileged to do that. And I also pastor a church in North Liberty. And the reason I say all this is to say that I regularly get to see and I get to hear the family concerns of real Iowans from a lot of different perspectives. And certainly I've heard stories from children that should never be part of children's lives. And we just know that that's a reality in the world that we live in. And whether it's a senior looking for when to retire, or young couples now trying to know when to buy a house with the interest rates, these are the real world issues that bring us all here tonight, regardless of who you're standing for. And based upon what I see every day in my life, it has led me to the conclusion that I believe the best leader for us right now is Ron DeSantis. And I'll just tell you briefly how I've come to that. First of all, there's something very American about a commander-in-chief who has served in the military. I'm not sure when we got away from that being important, but I do know that recruitment has declined by 39% since 1987, which is only a year before the last time we elected somebody who served in military. I believe if we want our military to be strong, there needs to be somebody not just that loves the military, but can relate with the military, somebody who knows a little bit of what they're going through. Our national security is dependent upon it. There's something American about a first lady who is not only proud to be an American, but is trying to raise children in the crazy school systems that we are trying to help form as parents. And we know that Casey DeSantis is the only one right now with children at that young age. It's real world to them. And I believe they're going to be very concerned about that. Our children's future is dependent upon a First Lady who not only loves family, but...
Right? We know why it's important to show up on a night like tonight to help Iowa pick its next president. I know you've all taken a lot of time over these last couple of months to really put a lot of thought into who you're going to pick and who you're going to caucus for tonight. So I want to say thank you again for helping us to keep Iowa first in the nation in this process. It is so important. Only in Iowa can you go have a beer with a presidential candidate or play a game with them at the Iowa State Fair, meet them person to person. And I don't think Iowans' votes are for sale. You have to earn every single vote. And I'm so impressed to have seen so many of these candidates and gotten to know them so well. So I'm confident that no matter who we pick here tonight, no matter who you vote for, any of them are going to be better than Joe Biden. Can we all agree with that? Yes. You know, I am just so pleased to be your representative. Thank you for having the confidence in me to send me to Washington, D.C. to be your voice. I feel like we've accomplished a lot together in the first 3 years that I've had a chance to do this job. But let me just give you a couple highlights, because we are up against a pretty ruthless machine in Washington, D.C. right now. I came in the minority, right? So trifecta minority. The Democrats had control of everything. Joe Biden's vision for America is a wide open border, weakness on the global stage, energy dependence instead of independence. So I feel like we've done a pretty good job as House Republicans in pushing back against that terrible agenda that's affecting your everyday life. I've supported policies that are going to help close our southern border. It is an absolute disaster what is happening at our southern border. I know this is what keeps me up at night as a mom of 2 boys. Safety and security in our communities is paramount. So I've supported policies to not only secure the border, but support our law enforcement, stand up for life, and stand up for veterans' mental health. My bill to help with veterans' mental health is now law, and I'm hopeful that is helping save lives as well. We have a lot more to do, though, which is why I'm asking for your support to continue to be your representative. You can visit my website, ashleyhinson.com, for more information. I know the reason that you're all here tonight is not to hear from me, it's to hear from the people who want to be your top executive. But I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that, to push back and be your voice and tell your stories in Washington, D.C. So let's get united and fired up to fire Joe Biden tonight. Thank you so much.
And we love our governor. And when she puts her support behind someone, it's because it's someone who stands where she stands. And I, maybe like you, was shocked at how quickly, or maybe not shocked at how quickly Trump was willing to insult her as much as she did for him, just because she didn't say his name on that day. And I really just believe that Ron DeSantis is a level-headed candidate who understands real values. And that's all, because he said that's all. So, my advice
Home for the nation. This is your chance to help America return to normal and to shake up the dysfunctional federal government. Please join me in building a brighter, more prosperous future for America. Caucus for me, Asa Hutchinson, the leader you can trust to deliver results.
I want to tell you that despite my shortcoming of being from California, where our friend who registered as a Democrat would be very welcomed, I was raised in a Christian conservative home by a loving father and mother. They instilled in me the values of a strong faith, hard work, and the obligation to do and to fight for what is right. I've tried to do the same for my 3 now adult children and my 2 grandchildren. And I support and vote for candidates who share those values. I'm speaking today on behalf of Nikki Haley, Republican, former governor of South Carolina, and former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations under Donald Trump. I will vote for her in the March primary in California. I'll be outnumbered by Democrats by, well, anyway. But I wanted to come to you tonight to talk to you about caucusing for Nikki Haley. My first volunteer work in a political campaign was in 1980. I was a freshman in college, and Ronald Reagan was running for president. I handed out flyers on a college campus because I believed he would make a great president, and he was a great president. I served 4 years in the United States Army, and I was very proud for those 4 years. He was my commander-in-chief, and every time I looked, there was his picture at the top. Nikki Haley reminds me of Ronald Reagan. I'm in Iowa tonight because I believe in her ability to be a great president, like Ronald Reagan, and I want to be among people like you with whom I share some values, moral values. We love America and are worried about our country's direction. Like you, I have a deep concern for what's happening in America today. From the open border with a record number of illegal immigrants flooding our cities, including my own, to inflation at the grocery store that shocks me when I can easily carry $100 worth of groceries, and I'm just not that strong. To the shocking federal budget deficits that could ruin our country, and my grandchildren will be paying for those. To the craziness of biological males finagling their way into women's sports competitions, to the world on fire in Ukraine and the Middle East, we are headed in the wrong direction. We need a new president. We don't need more Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. We need to nominate a principled, conservative, Republican president that we know will win in November. That candidate is Nikki Haley. It's simple. Nikki has the principles and experience, the personality and the background, and she's the only candidate that will handily beat Joe Biden in November. All the polls show it. None of the other candidates are even close. Nikki Haley's story is America's story. She grew up in a small town in South Carolina. Her parents reminded her every single day how blessed they were to live in America. Nikki defied the odds to become the state's leader. She was a principled conservative governor. She fought corruption, cleaned up the government, cut taxes and wasteful spending, and got the economy booming. South Carolina was known as the beast of the Southeast because of her leadership. She passed voter ID and one of the toughest illegal immigration laws in the country. She passed tort reform, pension reform, without taking anything away from those who'd already been promised something. And as president, she'll do the same thing. She'll take on Democrats and squishy Republicans to get things done. She knows how to lead on the world stage. She knows that a strong military doesn't start wars, it prevents them. That's her in a nutshell. She's strong and proud. Vote for Nikki Haley.
Okay, we have anyone that wants to speak for Asa Hutchinson? I don't think he's even running anymore. Okay. Ramaswamy? Yeah, Vivek. Oh, Vivek? Ramaswamy?
We don't know who it is.
Anyone for him? Okay. And then a representative for Donald Trump? Very interesting.
I'll speak. Okay. Nobody else, really?
Vote for someone you want to win.
Yeah. Well, I'm shocked because I really thought there'd be somebody prepared. I have nothing prepared. Trump will do what he said he was going to do. Yes, he's going to have people that are going to try and stop him, but he had people trying to stop him, and he accomplished a lot in his first term. I think he's going to be smarter. I did wish he would have drained the swamp a little more, and I think he's going to do it this time. I don't know what to say. I think that he keeps his word. I think that he deserves your vote, and he will work for the people. And what he said about Nikki, the nickname Tricky Nikki, of course we've all seen the ads, we get flooded with ads, but she's not honest. She will do whatever anybody says. She's going to flip-flop and just take the money. And I think Ron DeSantis would have been good, but I don't think he's ready. And I think he should have, and I wish that it was over. I wish that Trump was already the nominee and we didn't have to go through this for, you know, months and months and Trump campaigning. He's been in Iowa a lot. He's really organized. He's a solid Republican. He's a MAGA. He created the MAGA movement. He's for the people of the United States. He's for the little guy. He is very kind and he's very tough. He knows how to negotiate. In 2016, before he was running, I read the book, The Art of the Deal. And if you don't know anything about Trump or don't know how he negotiates, The Art of the Deal will tell you everything you need to know about how he negotiates and why he says things that he says. And you just totally understand him, The Art of the Deal. And the thing I'm most concerned about tonight is that we allow people to come in and register to vote as a Republican and vote. The Democrats do not have a caucus tonight. It used to be that they would go and caucus and they had to decide, were they going to be in the Republican caucus or the Democrat caucus? Now they don't have to do that. Now they can come and switch and vote in our Republican.
Anybody here to speak on behalf of Asa Hutchinson? Anyone here to speak on behalf of Vivek Ramaswamy? I think I already had that. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming out tonight, especially first-time caucus goers like myself. My name is Sean Shriver. I actually ran for State House, District 71 against progressive Lindsey James as a libertarian when there was no Republican candidate. Obviously, I lost. I want to read you something from Vivek personally before I get into my own statement on why I'm voting for Vivek. Vivek is the only candidate in this race who's had the courage to oppose the CO2 pipeline here in Iowa, to publicly oppose climate change cult, to commit to pardon peaceful January 6 protesters on day one, and to end birthright citizenship for kids of illegals in this country. If you want somebody who's going to speak truth to power, vote for the man who will speak the truth to you. All right, as I said, why I'm voting for Vivek? I'm a libertarian. Vivek has brought a fresh look to the Republican Party for me. I don't vote party line. I vote for a person. I vote for principles, and I vote, most importantly, for a plan, which is why we are all here today. I'm concerned about our country, our economy, our ability to provide for ourselves, and the freedom to do it. Vivek brings that to the table for me. I'm concerned about our rights getting stomped on at every turn, for our culture and our heritage as Americans getting eroded away, for our family values, our values of hard work and reward, our values that we should all be proud of, values that should never have any boundaries, that enable us to be and to achieve what we dream of and maintain for our young and our future generations. Vivek has demonstrated those to me. He has worked harder than any other candidate in the race to prove that, not only to me, but to you as well. Lastly, Vivek has been able to learn from those that came before him, to see the pitfalls, the traps, and the lengths other parties and even other candidates will go to sabotage their run or their office. I came here not to vote for a Republican, but to vote for a candidate, With what Vivek brings to this race, this party, people like me, independents and libertarians, constitutional patriots, will and are taking notice. And we will respond. I want you tonight to not only think about how this election will affect you, but how whoever you decide to vote for will affect your party, your children, and the direction of our nation. I hope you can recognize the qualities and the character, the depth of knowledge and the commitment that Vivek brings to the Republican Party, to the movement of America First, and to the future we're all here should be, must be striving for. I ask you to consider deeply the fact that Vivek's message not only reaches you, but it's reaching those of us outside the Republican Party. And if I can ask for your support tonight for Vivek, know that when the general election rolls around, we'll bring an army to help you, to help us all. Turn our country back to the pride of our founders and a prosperous future we will all deserve and desire. America first, and God bless America. Thank you.
And speaking on behalf of Donald Trump, hello everybody. Good evening. My name is Travis Kleinfelter and I am a resident of Dubuque, Iowa. I am here tonight to speak on behalf of the greatest president of our lifetimes, the only candidate who can beat Joe Biden and the Democrats this November, President Donald J. Trump. President Trump achieved more in 4 years than any president in modern history. He preserved Iowa's first in the nation caucuses so that he can gather here to change the direction of our country. He built the greatest economy on record with no inflation. He made us energy independent. He stood up to China, ended NAFTA, delivered $28 billion to American farmers, and kept his promise to fight for Iowa ethanol. He gave us nearly 300 judges and 3 great Supreme Court justices, and did more for life than any president in history. He defended Christians from persecution. He stood with Israel and recognized Jerusalem as its capital and made peace in the Middle East. He secured our border, built 500 miles of border wall, and slashed illegal immigration 90%. He kept America safe, and he made us proud to be an American. But not only did President Trump do all that, he did it while staring down the most corrupt, dishonest, and vicious opponents of any president has ever faced. And he did it all with courage, strength, and patriotism in his heart. The reason Joe Biden and the left are trying so hard to stop President Trump is because they know he's the only one who can stop them. He's not running a campaign, he's leading a movement to save our country. President Trump is fighting for us, and now it's time for us to stand with him. With your vote for President Trump, we will secure the border on day one. We will stop Biden's disastrous inflation and save our economy. We will end weaponization of the government and get rid of the deep state once and for all. We will defend our values, our children, and our communities, stop the war in Ukraine, and return peace through strength. Millions of Americans are counting on the people of Iowa tonight, just like you. It's time to finish what we started and make America great again! Do we have a representative to speak on behalf of Ashley Hinson? I am speaking on behalf of Jennifer Smith, who is running for Iowa House District 72. She is caucusing over at Roosevelt tonight. I am sorry I cannot be with you this evening. I am participating in the caucus at my precinct. I count on your strong support to flip State Representative District 72 to a Republican. I have lived in Dubuque for 15 years and have found the people of Dubuque welcoming and real. I am eager to be their representative in the state. I love the people of Dubuque, and I am well prepared to represent Iowa residents. Again, this is Jennifer speaking, not me. I have a PhD in California to warm up.
Everybody knows I know dirt. Yeah, I'm like, what kind of work do you do? What kind of crops? Corn, beans, oat, hay, and things that are like short tractor, not starting. Yeah, there are a lot of cars that are not starting. Battery charger. I had a battery charger on that tractor for 3 days. The whole name. Hold a single name. I mean,
Right here. Right here.
You want to use my hat?
Nope. We're all done with hats. They're all in here. Good.
Thank you.
All right. So Trump, DeSantis, and okay. So let's go and
You're representing Vivek.
all right. Yeah, what's that?
Here's a chair for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, this is DeSantis.
Want us to help?
And make more room, so,
Can I move this?
yeah.
You stack them and then you come and everybody can see you counting back.
That's just somebody's opinion.
Was it an interesting opinion?
Not really. I mean, not one that would be
Oh, so we should
debatable.
pass it on to the news media.
It's Democrats are not allowed to vote, and there should be one rep per each candidate running for caucus.
Well,
Things that we know.
Let the candidate
That's right.
do that. Now, I don't agree with the rule that they can change political parties.
Yeah, I think the struggle is, what if someone genuinely does switch to Republican?
Somebody come in now.
Well, they can come in and be warned if you're just an observer.
Candidates go to Washington and fight other Americans, then any of the other candidates will do that. But if you feel that something's missing in America, as I do, patriotism that we used to have, unity, God, all the things that we used to have that have kind of disappeared, then I urge you to think about doing something the media doesn't expect you to do and support Ryan Binkley. If you're not 100% sure who you're going to back tonight, it's probably because you realize while everybody has good ideas, they're not going to accomplish them unless we work together. And that's why I'm asking you to support Ryan Binkley. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Darwin Fish and I live right here in Tumwa. Not running for any political office, not holding any political office, just a guy. First of all,
Yeah, I dropped one down here, but I picked it up.
Well, I got 3 extra.
I got 3 extras in my pocket. Where should I put them? High school. Did you try?
Did you vote? I didn't either.
That's why you got extra. Wait, I never voted either.
Well, you guys better do that.
I see the right.
Look at her! Look at Carolyn!
That's why they put these microphones in. And I would not have minded for you to let me know in time, because I had no intention of going over in time.
Okay. Well, I didn't set my timer.
Oh, so you were kind of like,
yeah.
well, thank you for being
Okay. All right. Count them up.
So we do 2 things. We count.
5 for. Okay, 5
I'll
for.
verify that. I think we need 2 people to count each one. Yes, 5 for the band. 5 for Ramaswamy. If somebody wants to verify that also.
Okay, here. Tabulated them. Put them back in the basket.
Do you need each initial of the calendar or anything like that? To keep your
Well, we gotta say, I gotta sign it, and Norm has to sign it down there.
Precinct 11, in that corner over there, please. Precinct 12, right here, on front left, or left corner. Precinct 13, up on this side. Precinct 14, 15, 17, 18, and 19 will be in the classroom to your right. Look for your person with your sign, they'll meet you there. Precincts 14, 15, 17, 19, 18. Outside in the classroom, over here. 9, 11, 13, 12, 13. Pick a room and just show your sign. I will. 15 will be in the classroom on your right. On that wall over there. Yep. I know. Gentlemen, the white hat is 13. 15 will be in the classroom over here. I'm going to go over there in a second. $12, right? 12's over here to my left, okay? Out in the classroom, I got it. Yeah, I know. Right? It's a small hole, too. So you can't get it, can't get it. We're going to hold the sign for you, Pretty interesting. Guy getting a drink of water, you showing that?
The date That would look too democratic, wouldn't it? So I shouldn't have brought my suitcase in. For that.
That's for the county, it's not for the national. It's for the county. So you can drop something in before you leave.
Okay.
It is up to you. I know you can do it. We just need to put it together and make 2024 the most important and the most Republican year in history. Thank you. Now, we're going to get busy and get those.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Pretty happy.
We always say
Our first one was us with Jefferson. It's just a girl who's
Okay, Marion 04. Results with straw poll for 04. Ryan Binkley 1. Chris Christie 0. Ron DeSantis 18. Nikki Haley 28. Asa Hutchinson 0. Vivek Ramaswamy 5. Donald Trump 37. Tim Scott 1. That was all.
Okay, we're just finishing up paperwork for MR6. But does anybody want to be a delegate for MR6 to the county convention? I need one. And then I have some alternate, if you want to be an alternate delegate. And then if you have any kids that want to go to the county convention, they are more than welcome. And what happens at county convention for junior delegates, they get to make up a plank, and there's automatically gets put on the platform for the Republican Party, and it goes all the way to district and state. But they get to learn how the process works. So if anybody wants to be alternate delegates or a delegate, I need one more for MR6 if they want to. And the county convention will be February 17th, and that's a Saturday. It'll be here in Cedar Rapids.
Let's have everybody
So just come see me, fill out the paperwork, and all been waiting for. Ron DeSantis had 18. Nikki Haley had 26. Ramaswamy had 10. And Donald Trump had 34. For a total of 88 ballots cast. So in MR6, it looks like Donald Trump won. If anybody had any platform flags or whatever, you can turn them in to me, and I'll make sure it gets to the platform committee. If you guys want to be on the platform committee, and they meet and they go through all the planks to put them all together. And that's a fun committee. I've been on that committee before. But you guys have a nice evening, and MR6 precinct is adjourned.
MR4, don't take off. We have a lot of business to conduct for our precinct still. Just if all of you guys want to come up front, please, that would be good.
You ready? Never very good at the shape game.
Any chance you ladies would want to chat with us about raising the folks for that here? Oh my.
I know what we're doing.
I used it. I left at midnight because it was snowing so bad, even though I had to finish the drive. I left at midnight. I went to the shop. We pushed them all night and halfway through the morning. I got back and went to leave. I was going out of the yard and the drums were already that high. And I got 5 little babies.
Hey, how are you?
So we pushed it back to the shop, and then DJ gave me a ride home. Then it was snowed out for 2 days. The neighbor finally came out and he plowed Terrence came over the end of the driveway because we got the doors stuck in the driveway. So Terrence came over and did that, and then my neighbor plowed our driveway.
But then last, but definitely not least, is the international respect that we had with President Trump as was president. A lot of our leaders nowadays laugh at the president that we have now, but I know that during President Trump's presidency, there was no new war started. We had international dominance, not only in trade, but also in the respect of different world leaders. So with all of that, and I'm sure that you guys can think of many other reasons that hit home for you guys during Trump's 4 years, that is why I will be supporting President Trump tonight. So I encourage you guys to caucus for him as well. All right, so we have one more speaker, guys, before you guys cast your ballot. We have a gentleman back here from the Days team. And then, guys, can you please write your precinct number on the top right corner of your ballot? So, whether it's 43 or 44, make sure you do that, please.
Do I get 1 minute?
Read it so you can take it back.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Seth. 2016, I voted to make America great again. Unfortunately, we did not. There's a lot of reasons we did not. Media and Congress, there's a lot of things that we can blame. However, one candidate this election has a plan to make some changes. He wants to destroy a lot of these three-letter agencies, ATF, FBI, massive reforms. He tells us how he's going to do it. He tells us he's going to do it on day one. I appreciate those promises. A lot of the promises that Trump gave me in 2016, he did not deliver on. I did not get a wall. I want my wall. Vivek has been running an incredibly strong campaign here in Iowa. He has done more events than any other candidate, 99 events, more than that. He did the double grassland, did every single county twice. No other candidate in this race has done that. A lot of other candidates are relying on donor money. They are corporate sponsored. This man is a grassroots candidate supporting himself through his own money, through his own business ventures as a businessman. Things I care about a lot. Foreign policy. We need to be strong and we need to take America first. America first is something important to me. Now, Donald Trump supports America first. I think America first is bigger than Donald Trump. And I'll be honest with you, I think they're going to get him again. I would love for Donald Trump to win this next election, but he did not win in 2020. I find it hard to believe that he's coming in a stronger position now than he was 4 years ago. He's running a strong campaign, a lot of media presence, a lot of grassroots presence, and that's why I will be supporting him. I hope he will consider supporting him with me. Thank you very much.
Do we have anyone else that wants to speak for any other candidate before I go cast our ballots? Anyone else? Okay, so with that, this is how it's going to work. You guys are going to write down who you're going to be caucusing for on your piece of paper. Please make it legible. We're going to be reading it. And then one representative on behalf of each campaign can come up and watch us count the ballots. What's going to happen is we're going to have Tyler over here in a box, with a box, that you're going to put your ballots in. He's going to be standing over here. Once you finish your guys.
You get hungry.
He's going to be standing over here. Once you write down your ballot, what?
Next, we have one more to want to do.
I didn't understand the way you did the speech thing. I want to do a speech. I thought those were people who were pre-selected.
We're only doing one speech per candidate, ma'am. Only one speech per candidate.
So I can't do mine.
No.
Who for?
No, Nikki Haley.
Yeah, we already had Nikki Haley that started off with, so we can't, we're only doing one per candidate, ma'am. Sorry about that. So, all right. So, Tyler is going to be collecting precinct 44 ballots only. Precinct 44 only. So, precinct 44, write down who you're caucusing for, and then walk up to Tyler and give it to Tyler.
You told him to put the precinct on it too?
Yes.
Okay.
Write down the precinct number. Precinct 43. Write down who you're caucusing for on your paper ballot, and bring up the application over here. Let's make it separate. Okay. All right. You're still debating?
Sorry about that. It's funny, you were the first one too.
Do you have your piece of paper? All right. All right. Yeah. We're taking 44. So you need to go to Tyler. All right. Anyone else that needs to submit their ballot? Anyone else? Okay. We are going to start the counting process. A representative from each campaign can watch the process. And then once we're done counting the ballots, we will announce it to everyone. So it's going to take a little bit because there's a lot of people here. But just be patient if you want to stay. If you want to leave, you're more than welcome to. We still do have some party business to go over. So we're going to keep that running as we're counting ballots. So if somebody from the Dave gentleman wants to come up here, a Nikki Haley person wants to come up here, a DeSantis person wants to come up here, and a Trump person wants to come up here, other than me as well, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Resume talking.
Go get everybody out
and then put it in a box. For voting for 3 months to elect for the Republican candidate for president, okay? Vote for one person, only one person, okay? You're not. But where you have, okay? Yeah, just have it up now.
Okay, so we're going to pass out the ballots right now. You'll have to hey Ashley, you have to share, please share your pens and pencils. I'm going to see if I can find a few more. I thought we had.
June, again. Yeah, I got you. June, after we have this vote, we're having 2 more votes? No. But no, we are going to talk about the county. That stuff, yeah. Okay, so there's more to go after this vote. Yes, and you can't just leave after this. I know. I'm sorry. Yes, all votes go in this sack, confidentiality. No, okay.
Who needs a pen or pencil? Pen or a pencil? Anybody need a pen or pencil? Yes.
Ballots are sticking together. I can't
You're good. You get one? So who all needs a ballot still? Everybody's good?
Hey, I think you're right.
So, I didn't bring it up. Any ballots?
You know, thank God. No, but
Any ballots they picked up? We're good everywhere? Nope, he's got it. Okay, good.
Everybody turned in their ballot? Everybody voted for just one person, so you don't have to get it vote. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my 2 counters, you want to come with me and we'll vote you
Okay, we'll get these counted up. Take forward report those.
they're counting the ballots. Those votes were trained. Yeah, those votes were trained to count the ballots and how they're distributed.
So thanks for bearing with us. I got handed this when I walked in tonight, so next time I'll know better. And June has done this a few times, so she's coached, kind of helping us.
say you can go. I'll tell you, it's awesome. Think about that beer somewhere back. My wife would have left to take it away. Set it down and stop. You got your outdoor cats in the garage.
Well, if you got the garage,
No, I got a little thing built with a heated floor in it. The water dish, take about an hour to freeze. It's about 20 right now. I got a heater, it picks it up about 15, so I can get it going.
my wife or any more out of worry or John.
John's dating one of my wife's friend's daughter.
Oh, cool. Well, I mean, that was a quick smack in the face. Like, interesting. All right.
I haven't got it for 2 years.
Well,
I don't know when she went gay or whatever. I'm sure it wasn't just right when they broke up.
I think that was going on for a little while because. Well, see, when I was doing my nursing classes out there in Hills, her and this other gal were.
I did work on the other house.
I found someone else.
Well, I think they're down in Albuquerque.
While they're counting the ballots, let's go ahead and talk about the Central Committee. County Central Committee, we meet the first Monday of each month here in Ottumwa. We've been meeting at Main Street Donuts. We will get our own headquarters here in a few months. We need at least 2 people to represent. I'm already on the committee. Does anybody else want to come to the committee meetings once a month on Monday evening at 6:30? They last 1 hour. And being on a committee means you show up to help with parades. Being on a committee means I do a lot of the background stuff. I do a lot of the fundraising letters for all the candidates and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different activities. You can put up signs for candidates. There's a lot of different activities that are involved in that. Does anybody want to join the Central Committee? Okay. I need your name. Okay, yep. I need her name. Over here, Janet. Okay. Name, there. Same time I need my name.
I got a break. Like,
See you around. Yeah.
county caucus. So is there anybody that is interested in being a delegate?
If you are, you pay $5 to me tonight.
$5 tonight to get signed up for
Yeah,
this.
and then we also need we also want some alternates. The alternates don't have to pay nothing.
It's not a big commitment either, guys, but it does keep you in the loop. And
We go over the platform and stuff like that, okay? So it's really kind of
is there any interest in precinct 2 to be a county delegate over here? Not right now.
Guys, yeah, John's going to announce the vote.
So here's the vote for precinct 2. Vivek Ramaswamy 1, Nikki 17, Trump 43, Ron DeSantis 13.
Earlier, someone was online that said right now it's coming to 7% so far. Thanks for turning in.
We have one more item of business here for the county caucus. Anybody want to attend the county caucus this year? It's $5 if you want to attend. Go once. Go.
I appreciate you helping me out. And I'm looking like it. You'll look at me. We gotta let me get set up. Okay, should be good to go. You can take a step closer. I know the camera's here close. Oh, nice. I'm sure I have excellent hat hair. You know, I had a 2-hour drive and a hat, so I'm not looking to. Oh no, you're a professional at this. What's that? Casey, is that Cedar Rapids? Okay, that's right. I grew up in Cedar Rapids. Did you? So my parents are probably watching this tonight. Hey, Mom. Really great. Yeah. Good. All right, you look at me. We'll do your first name, last name. Could you spell it for me, please? Yes. Ashley Norell. It's November, Oscar, Romeo, Echo, Uniform, India, Lima. And Caucus. Microphone. Very good. All right, one more time. First name, last name, spell it for me. Yes, Ashley Norell, November, Oscar, Romeo, Echo, Uniform, India, Lima. Perfect. And caucus goer, that title you'd give yourself tonight? Yes, probably my third caucus tonight. Perfect. So, if you're comfortable sharing, who did you caucus for? I caucus for Nikki Haley tonight. Can you tell me why? Something different from the 2020 election that we had between Trump and Biden. I've been looking at the state of South Carolina actually to retire for the last decade or so, and I think it's largely because of her governorship during that time that it came up on my radar. Like her story, her background, and like I said, just something different set us up for not a rematch in November. So what were your reaction to the results tonight? I was disappointed that there wasn't a better showing by Nikki or Governor DeSantis, actually. It seems like much of the caucus goers are looking for a rematch between Trump and Biden that we had in 2020.
But are you surprised by Trump getting as many votes as he did?
Not surprised by, I guess, the polls that have been released. Disappointed that people aren't willing to rethink their positions and rethink their candidates.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, thank you for the opportunity to participate tonight, and I encourage everybody to exercise their right to vote for as long as they have it, whether it's at a caucus or a primary, and then obviously in November.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You guys are next?
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, do you take a step closer if possible?
Yep.
Thank you. And get all set up. You guys know each other.
Yeah.
I was gonna
From the
say,
Y.
I
I'm
was
there.
gonna
I'm the guy.
say.
I'm the 4:30 in the morning guy at the Y.
Oh, are you?
I've been awake for a long time today.
I'm sure you're feeling it.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's good. All right. You look at me for this. With your first name, last name, could you spell it for me, please?
Mark Hornback, MarkHornback.
And caucus goer, that's what you entitle yourself tonight?
Yeah.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
if you're comfortable sharing, who did you caucus for?
We caucused for Trump tonight.
So were you excited by the results from tonight? What was your reaction to those?
Yeah, I actually, we're not surprised. I thought about just staying home because I figured this would be a landslide situation, but I still wanted to come out and show my support. It was exciting to see how many people came out tonight, and then before we got the results, I already got a text from another news station saying that Trump had won Iowa caucuses. So, I mean, it's a good night. It's an exciting night. I think everybody's ready for him to be back.
So tell me the why behind why you put him down tonight.
I work 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs, just to keep our family supported. That's to afford food and groceries and to be able to buy gas. And it's just, I remember in his presidency, everything was much cheaper, and it just seemed like it was a lot easier to live. It really, if you could just shut the news off and get away from Twitter, things were pretty peaceful.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, I just think it's an exciting time for our country, and we're praying that we do the right thing. It may be Trump, it may not be Trump. Either way, we just need our country to get back on track.
Workforce, thank you so much for your help. Appreciate it.
Do you actually want us to go now? We can.
I could wait. All right.
Check, 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 check. I'll have you go right there. And you can look at me the whole time. You do not have to look in the camera. I'm going to hold this out. You don't have to lean into it. It'll catch you.
Okay.
And it's not live, so if you mess up, you can start over.
Perfect.
Good to go.
All right. First thing for me, I'm just going to have you say and spell your first and last name.
My name is George Livingston. It is George, George, and then my last name Livingston.
Awesome.
Livingston.
You live here in Manchester?
I actually live in the Manchester jurisdiction, but it's outside of town, a little in the country by Bailey's Ford.
Absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about, obviously not full votes are in yet, but it looks like Trump's probably going to be the front runner. What's your reaction to the votes tonight?
I wasn't very surprised. I knew that he had a very strong following here in Iowa, and I can definitely tell through my past living experiences here that this is a Trump stronghold. So I wasn't surprised, but I'm just glad that we had such a great turnout for the Republican Party today.
Definitely. And how did you end up voting?
I ended up voting for Trump because it was very close between Vivek and Trump for me. They're both very similar, and I like both of their platforms, but in the end, Trump has the experience for me.
Definitely. And this is your first time coming out to caucus.
This is my first time. It was a very interesting experience. I was excited to be here with the community all together under one common purpose to try and improve the United States of America, and I'm glad that we were able to get it done.
Definitely. Why is it so important to be able to come out and be able to cast your vote with your fellow peers?
I believe the caucuses have grown more important, especially because of how digital the United States has become. Being able to talk to each other in person not only lets you know that your voice is being heard by people who agree with you, but also that we can still have civil discourse in our modern day and age.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
All right. Perfect. Super easy, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I don't know where that other guy was that said he would go was, but. Where'd my phone go? I'm ready to spray.
But you don't like your over here.
Not that one. Where'd my other phone go? Got it.
DeSantis 8, Haley 11, Vivek 6, Trump 23. Precinct 17. DeSantis 1, Haley 3, Vivek 4, Trump 8. Precinct 15. DeSantis 9, Haley 5, Vivek 1, Trump 34. Precinct 14. DeSantis 2, Haley 2, Vivek 6, Trump 12. Precinct 12. DeSantis 8, Haley 8, Vivek 3, Trump 37. 11. Precinct. DeSantis 8, Haley 3, Vivek 10, Trump 34. Precinct 9. DeSantis 10, Haley 12, Vivek 8, Trump 24. DeSantis 2, Haley 0, Vivek 3, anyone have all?
Let me get a different mic for you. That one's battery. Yeah, shit, I'm in here. breakdance, whatever. Three, two. There was a concern from some of the candidates tonight that that brutal cold might keep voters away, but this room was packed earlier tonight. Excited voters wanted to have their voices heard.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. Tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. To where can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? But here we go again, asking where I've been. You can't see the tears are real, I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. Won't let our love survive or dry the tears from your eyes. Let's don't let a good thing die. When, honey, you know I have never lied to you. Yeah, yeah. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap?
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. In the deep, you have my heart inside your hand, and you played it to the beat. Baby, I have no story to be told, but I've heard one on you, and I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair. Make a home down there as mine sure won't be shared. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. In the deep, you have my heart inside your hand, and you played it to the beat. Could have had it all. In the deep, you have my heart inside your hand, but you played it with a beating. Throw your soul through every open door. Count your blessings to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasure gold. You'll pay me back in kind and reap just what you sow. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. It all. We could have had it all. In the deep, you have my heart inside your hand, and you played it to the beat. Could have had it all. In the deep, you have my heart inside your hand, but you played it to the beat.
You know, I was wondering, if you could keep on, because the force it's got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like it makes me feel like
you get enough. Keep on, but the first don't stop till you get enough. Keep on, but the first don't stop till you get enough. Keep on, but the first don't stop till you get enough. It's the feeling now. I won't be waiting. The first is keep on with the first don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the first don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the first don't stop till you get enough. Keep on till you get enough. Keep on till you get enough. Till you get enough. Keep on till you get enough. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something great. Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day, we wanted everything, wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, something for oddities, stranger cruises. Ain't ever wannabes, waiting the novelties that don't ever change. We wanted everything, wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Oh, stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes.